The best show for Chicago sports.
Yeah. Y'all know what we came to do. Hey, yo. Better get a dub. Cayman got a dub. Stop playing with them, man. It's your boy, Pat the Designer, back at it again. Appreciate y'all for tuning in and rocking with us as always, man. Make sure that you guys hit that like button. Make sure that you subscribe to the page because we do talk Chicago sports daily on this channel. It's the only channel that's talking Chicago sports, how Chicago talk. So make sure that you get in tune with us, man. Big fan. Bulls come away with a big win in this one. They got all the momentum going into game 3 now. And it's absolutely what we needed from the team. That's what I'm talking about, man. Big dubs out here. See Red Nation in the chat. Stop playing with these boys, man.
Absolutely.
Top five.
Turn up! Hey!
I can't jump too much because I don't want to break my chair.
All right, get the music. Hey,
yo, DJ Pat, cut the beat.
Cut the beat. Big dubs. Bulls come out with a big playoff win. Our first playoff win in long time.
50
Yep. It's been about 8 years, buddy.
Versus the defending champions. Appreciate y'all for tuning in and rocking with us, man. If everybody in here could just
Push the button. Come on. Push the button. Come on, push the button. Yeah, come on.
hit that like button, subscribe to the page because we do talk Chicago sports daily on this channel. We also will have Billy Donovan at the podium as soon as we get him up there for the post-game show. He's actually up there right now. Let's go to Billy Donovan, hear what he's talking about. Okay, maybe we're not going to go to Billy Donovan and hear what he's talking about.
Show the same thing over and over and over.
But the NBA be tweaking with
kind of get a beat on it. So, you know, we've tried to sprinkle some things in where we give some guys some latitude and some freedom, you know, to understand what we're trying to get accomplished and, you know, do different things out of that.
Like I'm looking at
you.
That was your guys making that reason.
No. Like what I mean by that is we have like there's covers that are in, but like based on areas of the floor it gets to, sometimes faking,
get away with
sometimes going, the communication on it. But there's things that we're definitely doing in particular areas of the floor. We're definitely doing things. But what we're trying to do too is there's different coverages too while it's there. And a lot of it is being called out by those guys in those situations.
To my point, it seems like that's not new for you, but for them guys to execute it, because the last 6 weeks, that seemed to be an issue, that communication of, hey, this is what we want, execute.
Yeah, I think that they've done, you know, like I said, I thought the week of preparation coming into, you know,
it's an echo because it's coming through
really
both.
good.
It's coming through twice.
Coming out of game one, you know, I think it was one of those games, you know, they thought maybe it was a hard to score points, turnovers, missed shots, low shooting percentages. Maybe it was a week off. Maybe it was both teams' defenses. Teams just didn't shoot the ball well.
What am I doing?
But I just thought we made so many mistakes in the coverages that you're talking about now, where I thought we cleaned up some things coming out of the game one, and we kind of were a little bit more on a string, and we executed a little bit better. And at least to start the game, I thought we were somewhat disruptive. You know, we generated some turnovers and got some steals, and we were able to get on the break and kind of get off to a good start. Unlike game one, we didn't get off to a great start.
Obviously, the team defense was so great, but individually was big on Alex. And like he was kind of everywhere, and it was almost fitting that he got that charge at the end.
No, he was great. I mean, he made a couple big threes. You know, we had a couple rebounds that were big. You know, just talking to him coming out of game one, I think he felt like he needed some time to get his legs back under him. He felt like he could play more minutes than I played him in game one. He thought he was going to need to play more minutes to be able to do that. So I tried to rest him. I mean, he's really a great guy because he will not shortcut or rest on the court, so to speak. He's going to give you everything he has. And when he knows when he needs to come out, like I talked to him in the fourth with maybe 8 minutes, he says, I'm going to need a break before, I'm not going to be able to close. And I got him off for a little bit, but I think that he's smart. He knows what he's got to do physically, defensively for our team. And he gives you everything he has, but he also understands when he's running out of fuel, he needs to kind of take a blow and get a break, and you try to get him back in there. But I thought he, really played well and did a lot of good things for us tonight. Mhm. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I really felt like, again, I think coming out of the All-Star break, the teams that we played, the way we played, especially the last 4 home games, that really was not us at all, the regular season. And it was disappointing with the way we played and felt like we were better. And I think coming out of, the Minnesota game and then having that 6 days, I said, I think our guys worked really hard. And I think they, have to understand that mentality that you're talking about. Like you have to, we're up by 16 or 18 and they come storming right back and they cut it down to 6. Like you have to deal with that. There's going to be these swings, and the communication was great. Like when they cut it down, I think it was 6 in the huddle. You can hit, hey, we know they're going to make a run. Okay, now it's time for us to respond. We got to respond right now. And we did, we got the lead back up, and that's what you got to be able to do. And I do think maybe playing against some of these higher level teams, at the end of the year has maybe kind of hardened us, helped us grow. It's helped us get better. It's helped us be able to have that kind of mentality where we say, we got to move on to the next play. Because I think that at times this year when we've played against good teams, when it started to go a little bit the other direction, we didn't have enough in us to get it back going in our direction. And we have to be able to do that, in especially in the playoffs, just because teams are too good. They're too talented. And especially this team that's got such continuity. Like they've seen everything. They've been down. They've been down in series. They've been down in games. They've been up. Like there's nothing they haven't seen. And they're seasoned. And there's a lot of guys that have been in the league for a long time and have experienced a lot of winning. So they're going to respond. It's not going to be just this game that's going to go 48 minutes just in one direction. They're going to fight back, and they did. And we had to make some plays. And I think that's the kind of toughness that you have to build up, from a mentality standpoint. But they had that toughness to kind of come back as well.
Billy, we've asked you a good amount of times about DeMar and how challenging it could be for him in the series with the ways of perimeter defenders in Milwaukee can throw at him. But what did you see from him tonight, the way he was able to get to his spots and convert?
I just thought he was really aggressive, in terms of the way he went. And then I thought, when they started trapping him late, he did a really good job of getting off the ball, moving, and he got it to Vooch a few times and allowed Vooch to shoot and make it to the, get it to the next guy. But I thought he was really decisive. Even coming out at the start of the game, he was really decisive early. And I think that's what you got to do, is you got to be really decisive. And that's what he was tonight.
Would you make the third decision to not trap DeMar earlier in the third?
I'm sorry?
I felt like they didn't resort to the trap until late in the fourth quarter. What did you make of that decision?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know exactly the exact time when they were doing it, but listen, they've got really, really elite defenders. They've won a world championship. Obviously their staff knows their team really, really well. That would probably be a question for them. But I mean, they've been a top 10 defense all year long, and they've been one of the better defensive teams in this league for a long time. So I think that they probably feel like they have, understanding of what they wanted to do. And, when they decide to trap a Y, I mean, those are it's hard for me to respond to something like that, just because I got such great respect for their team and how good they are defensively.
I wanted to, Vooch said it's okay if I follow up on that.
Yeah, okay.
I wanted to follow up what you're saying before about one of the symptoms in these last couple of weeks in the regular season, when you would have a lead or something would happen bad, and things would go awry. When it got down to 3 at the end of that third quarter, and then you spaced it out to 7, and it started the fourth with that 9-0 run or something that really gave it space to hold on. What did you see individually from those guys that enabled them to do that at that point after so many failures earlier in this, last
Yeah,
weeks doing that?
yeah, I'm hopeful it's some growth from our guys. I think guys like Vooch and DeMar and Zach and these veteran guys, I mean, they've played a lot of basketball, and they know that, in the league there's gonna be these swings. And, I think those guys poised, their leadership and the communication was really good. To what you just mentioned, that was the talk, and we got to move to the next play, the next situation. And, there maybe was some growth, in our team. A lot of these guys hadn't been in those situations. And I really think that that's why some of these teams that are upper echelon, really, really good teams in this league, whether it be in the East and the West, they do that. They understand the swings in a game and they don't get emotionally wrapped up, and they're able to focus on the next possession in front of them and just go out there and play. And I think maybe we've learned some of that stuff with some of the teams we played, especially, in April and coming out of the All-Star break with as challenging as our schedule was, that we had to learn some of those things.
Levine all shooting over 50% tonight.
I'm sorry?
Your big three all shot over 50% tonight after what happened game one. Were they just getting better shots, or just what kind of key that turned out?
Well, I think, one thing I'd say about those three guys is they're, highly professional in terms of, that they're very, very detailed. They're going to put the work and they're going to get ready to play. And I felt very, very good about the shots that all of them got. We just didn't have a great shooting night in game one. That happens. And, we came back and we responded better and shot the ball better. But I think that's a tribute to these guys and just their understanding of who they are as a player and, what they got to do to get themselves ready to play the next night. And they're too good offensively. And I think they're too focused and they work hard enough. So I thought we generated probably some better shots tonight, just with some different things that happened. But overall, I think that I got a lot of confidence in these guys when they're open and they take shots. I got a lot of trust that when we get good shots, good things are going to happen.
Billy, did you go back to the Stars earlier than you wanted to at the end of the third and that run?
Probably a little bit. Yep.
Thanks, Coach.
Yep. Thank you. Okay. Thank you.
Thanks.
This is Billy Donovan, head coach of the Chicago Bulls, after the Bulls pull out a big win over the Milwaukee Bucks, tying the series up 1-1, as you heard in there. All of the big three for the Chicago Bulls. By the way, is everybody a big three? If you have three players, they just automatically a big three. I don't know. Time for another day. You saw there that all of them shot over 50% in this game. Bulls win at 114-110 there. And man, big day for Debo. 41 points, 7 rebounds, 4 assists, 16 for 31, 9 for 9 for the free throw line. 1 steal, 2 blocks. By the way, that's the part of Debo's stat line that I love the most, seeing how active he was on this defensive end. Only 1 steal, though. I feel like he had 2 steals early in the game.
Yeah, it feels like
I feel like that stat line might not be right. Didn't Debo steal the ball twice early in the game? I don't know, man. We'll figure that out.
He got one really early.
Zach LaVine, 20 points, 1 rebound, 3 assists, 7 for 13, 3 for 4 from the three-point line there. And then Nikola Vucevic, 24, 13, 10 for 18 from the field, 4 for 8 from the three-point line. Vooch knocking down those shots was big. And listen, we got the news during that. Baki dropped it on the channel as well. Shout out to Baki, man. Our resident Bulls news breaker out here. Breeze newsbreaker out here. Yeah, I'm saying, like the wind. Hey, should we call him the windbreaker? The windbreaker. Yeah, I'm saying the breeze, the windbreaker. That's not bad, right? That's not bad. The windbreaker.
It's not bad.
It's not bad.
Not bad.
Shout out to Baki, man. Chris Middleton it has been confirmed that he has a sprained MCL heading into game 3. He's supposed to have an MRI on Thursday before the game. Bucks coach Mike Budenholzer just told the reporters. So that is huge going into game 3, especially with a lot of momentum on your side. What are your thoughts on what you saw tonight, kid? How do you feel about this Bulls team heading into game 3? What do you feel like we did well? Do we need to take into that game 3?
You know what? I'm big on 2 things. What are the 2 things I'm always really big on?
Points in the paints and Kobe White not being there.
Dang, Pat, I thought you was going to give me a little more credit than that. But points in the paint, absolutely. And Kobe White didn't see a whole lot of time at the end of the game, and so we won.
He's big on 3 things.
But the rebounds, not getting out rebounded.
Yeah.
When we get killed on the glass and we get killed in points in the paint, we always have a tough time. And guess what? Today, while we did not keep up with them in points in the paint, it's the Bucks. They live in the paint. That's Giannis's game. He's not a jump shooter. I don't expect us to sit there and be on pace with them in points in the paint, but they didn't wipe us off the glass. 43 rebounds, total rebounds for us, 45 for them. For them to be a much bigger, longer team, you expected that discrepancy to be wider. It wasn't. The one thing that stands out for me is that we shot 49% overall, but 48% from 3. Yeah. Now, statistically speaking, that doesn't happen often. So I'm not going to sit here and Like, I'm not gonna beat my chest and say, yeah, we beat the Bucks. And look at this, like that, because we did it with something that normally doesn't happen at this clip. But we do see what can happen, what our defense can look like, and that gives me more confidence moving into game 3. Last but not least, I always gotta give credit where credit is due and walk back some takes if I gotta walk him back. I don't have to necessarily walk it back because he still gave me exactly what I expected him to give me.
Yeah.
But he gave me something he hasn't been giving me this entire time. Strong defensive presence, decision making, quick decision making. Like he's committing more than he ever has, and he gave me nearly 10 boards. Patrick Williams, you had yourself a day, sir. Take a bow.
And you know what? I like, and here's the thing, right? There's still a gap. It's okay, Bulls fans. like there's still a gap. Like AD wanted that call where Giannis comes down and bumps him, and P. Will falls to the floor. There's still a gap. It's okay. It's okay. But you do got to give P. Will some credit. P. Will did his job, did a good job tonight, I think, at a minimum, right, being in the spot, making Giannis pick up the ball and kind of like, okay, I got to rethink, not just sticking my head in the sand and driving as hard as I can, seeing if I can get to the bucket. That's what you want to do to start this thing off, man. Also, we want to hear from you guys as well, man. Call into the show. 855-908-5668. We'll be qualifying 2 more people for the Ayo Dosunmu jersey, as long as we get some new callers on this mug, man. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna give it to the same people. We might have to find a different way to get it. But yeah, call into the show, man. 855-908-5668. Also, man, if y'all could just do me a favor, we got almost over 200 people in this mug. If y'all could just
200.
Push the button. Come on.
200.
Push the button, man. Hit that like button, subscribe to the page. We do talk Chicago sports on a daily basis on here. AD, what'd you see tonight? Hey, if y'all don't know, by the way, if y'all new here, AD is our resident C-Red no matter what fan, no matter what the call is on the floor. Y'all thought C-Red Fred was somebody, man. Y'all ain't heard about Mr. Two Letters. If you knew better, you do better. Say, who better? Nobody, bro. What'd you see tonight that you like
everything
from this Bulls team and that you want to see them do heading into that next game?
Look, like I said at half, and I'll say it again, this is the minimum play we want.
Yeah.
Because we play very well as far as defensively. Now, there's some miscues a little bit. It's a lot to take from, but it's you in a good position if you still learning about and can improve some habits while winning.
Yeah.
So we got to improve spacing on the floor, and as well, we can't let the ball get stuck. If you see somebody stuck at the top of the key or in a situation where they don't have a way out or a clean play or even vision enough to pass the ball, go get that. So it's a couple things we can improve on, but the defense kept us in the game, and certainly we scored enough to to hold on to a lead and get the win.
Yeah.
So the defense came in very handy. Caruso with multiple blocks, playing big in the paint, especially when they tried to get the switch they wanted with him on Giannis. So we just got to keep that. And to any of the players that didn't get a whole lot of tick tonight, stay ready. Stay ready.
My breeze baller tonight is for sure Alex Caruso. I mean, he did
big
so
facts.
much for you. Like, of course, DeMar, 41, got the scoring going. You have to love that, right? But Caruso did so much for you. 9 points, 2 rebounds, 10 assists, 3 for 8, 3 for 7 from the three-point line. All of his shots with 3 balls, 2 steals, 2 blocks. We needed that Draymond Green guy. We said we need that guy that's going to be that glue guy, that guy that's going to keep it going, that's going to get in there and muck it up, that guy that's going to be dumb enough to stand in front of Giannis Antetokounmpo and take a charge, right? We needed that guy. Alex Caruso showed that he can be that guy, especially when healthy. And so for me, right, like the big thing that the Bulls need to take into this is doing those little things, doing all of those intangibles. And like P. Will got in on it. All of a sudden, Caruso gets in on it. But to me, right, it starts with the Bulls stars playing defense. There were some moments there where we were like, yo, what are y'all doing? But there's going to be defensive lapses over a 48-minute game. The Bucks had some as well. For me, and I'll ask y'all this before we go to the phone lines out here, man. Do you feel like it was just par for the course that the Bucks came back from an 18-point deficit? they're the NBA champions. That's what they're going to do. They're going to go on a run like this. It's going to be a hard fight the entire series. Or do you feel like the Bulls maybe got a little lax, but then they figured out, hey, we got to fight our way back in this, fighting back into the moment, right? Because we've seen those defensive lapses where it's a ton of them. But I feel like this wasn't that same kind of game.
No, it wasn't. I don't feel that way at all. Because they went on a run that they were due to go on a run. I think the Bulls were at a 14-2, 12-2 run.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden Chris Middleton is starting to look for his shot. And we saw that a bit of that audio coming from Caruso because he was mic'd up tonight.
Yeah.
But they went on that run, and then a big defensive stop kind of swung the momentum back toward the Bulls, and they kept it.
What's your thoughts, kid?
You know what? I think it is part of course that the defending champs come back and they make it a competitive game. Like I did expect it, and that's what happened.
Yeah.
This wasn't we didn't get to the end of this game thinking, oh yeah, we have them beat with 2 minutes left. No, 2 minutes left. We were still wondering, all right, don't F it up. Like that's how we approached it.
2 minutes, bro. It was 4 seconds on the clock. I was like, I don't know what y'all can do, but don't mess this up.
don't mess it up. That's what we were on, right? So that's what it was for me. But I do want to say this because we haven't spent a lot of time talking about it. So I'll talk about a bounce back game. So Vooch goes 2 for 10 from 3 last game. He's 4 of 8 from 3 this game. 10 of 18 overall, 24 points, 13 rebounds, 10 of them defensive rebounds. Didn't give me a lot of assists, but guess what? The way he was knocking them down, the way that his presence was felt, his plus minus is off the charts, second highest next to Alex Caruso. I mean, Vooch gave you everything that you wanted in a big man in a game like this is against a large and long team like the Bucks. I don't want to hear any more about trade Vooch. I really don't. Like everyone is big on the trade Vooch, but they'll sit there and hold on to people who's on our bench giving us 3 points. And that's the one thing I will say leading into game 3, we need better bench scoring.
Yeah.
Our bench has to be better. Our starting lineup, our big 3 gave us 85 points.
Yeah.
That's great. And I think Baki or was it Baki or someone? It wasn't Baki. It was Jeffrey, I believe. It's 80 from our starting line from our start from our bench. P. Will is a starter. He gave us 10. Alex Caruso is a starter. He gave us 9. Our bench didn't give us 30. Our bench didn't give us much of anything, and they have to be better. They have to be more present. Kobe White has to really know, and this is not slander, but he can't be in for 10 minutes to give me 2 turnovers.
Yeah,
right,
100%.
Right.
And so here's the thing: the reason you were in for 10 minutes is because you instantly gave me 2 turnovers almost every time you walked on the court.
Absolutely. So like, this is not hate or anything like that. This is still a long series. Chris Middleton may be out. That's fine. Bobby Portis may be out. I don't know how long that's going to last, but I expect Bobby Portis to touch the floor before the series is out again. This is still a really tough team, whether Chris Middleton is there or not, because they still have one of the best players in the league with a really strong supporting cast. This is not over. We are happy because we won one, not because we think we won a series. So let's put things into perspective and really celebrate the win, but also look at the work that needs to be done.
100%. Let's go out to some of these phone calls we got on here, man. We going out to the 773. I believe we got my boy Shay on the line. Shay, what's good?
You see those Bulls in your front yard?
Uh-oh!
You see those Bulls in your front yard?
Uh-oh!
Just know we're going back to United Center and we're going hard.
Facts.
Oh, God.
Oh, God! We ain't got that in a minute. I ain't gonna lie to you. What's good, Shay? How you feeling?
What's happening, Shay?
I'm feeling good, but I'm feeling kind of upset at the same time. Look, I don't mean to be a negative Ned, but at the same time, when you see games like this and you see the fight, it just makes you think, oh, what is wrong with y'all? Why can't y'all give me this coming down at the end of the season where we could have been in the top half? We could have home court advantage. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm happy about the win, and I love seeing it. But like I said, and I hate to knock Zach LaVine, but man, you got to step it up in the fourth quarter. DeMar DeRozan looked exhausted, and hey, you can't lie. I did tell you, Vucevic was gonna come back in the playoffs. I've said that on a couple of my calls before. Think about it, bro.
Yeah, I mean, listen, Vooch is aware of the moment. I tell you this right
Yes,
now, he is
sir.
absolutely
He
having
came to play.
himself a playoff right now. Appreciate the call in as always, Shay. Stay
He
safe
definitely
out there,
came to
bro.
play.
I
Always, my boy.
I,
Peace.
I love what we saw from Vooch, dog, and it is like he kind of hit a switch, right? Like even in the last game, didn't shoot the ball well, but he was killing Brooke Lopez all game.
Bruh.
Now the difference is, right, Brooke has the ability to go back at him. Brooke has the ability to be like, okay, you killed me down there on that too. I'm gonna step out here and knock down this J in your face. Yeah, I'm saying, like, I feel like it's been a back and forth, but at least right now, it feels like neither of them really have the defensive advantage on one another in this series, almost like they're kind of canceling each other out. We know what Giannis is going to bring. That's why losing Middleton could be huge in this. Now, you still got Drew Holiday. Drew Holiday's absolutely a bucket. I don't expect Drew Holiday to kind of play. I mean, he's been off for a good chunk of the series here as well, man.
I mean, it's only 2 games, and the other game was a really hard
Not even
game.
shooting. I'm talking about just passing. Like his passes have been they haven't been as crisp as we're used to seeing with Drew Holiday. How many turnovers he have in this one?
He had 3. 6.
That's what I'm saying, dog. Like his passes have not been nearly as crisp as I'm used to seeing. And that's I mean, he started the game that way, kind of got it together, and then you saw a couple of them big at the end. And that changed a lot of the momentum for the Bulls both times.
The more I look at the stats, the more impressed I am, because you would think that someone didn't play well.
Yeah.
And, I guess you just have to look at the tape to really see if they played well. But from a black and white, Zach shot really well, 7 for 13.
They all
He
shot 50.
3 of 4 from 3. Zach had a very efficient game. The only thing that wasn't really efficient is he has 4 turnovers. But he had a really efficient game outside of that. A really efficient 20 compared to all the other games we've had and things of that nature. So I'm really impressed by that.
Yeah, man. I like what we saw, man. I really like what we saw from this team, especially. I love what we saw from this team defensively, dog. I'm really excited about that. Hey, make sure you guys call into the show, man. We got some callers on hold as well. We'll select from our next batch of callers for the first qualifier for the Al DeSumo jersey tonight. Appreciate y'all for tuning in and rocking with us, man. We do got to pay some bills real quick, man. Hey, listen, it's time to dig yourself out of that winter hibernation. Spring is here and it's time to get sprung with Blue Chew. That's right. This episode is sponsored by Blue Chew, guys. Confidence can take you far in life. It can also help you in the bedroom, especially when it comes time to step up to the plate. That's where Blue Chew comes in. Blue Chew is a unique online service that delivers the same active ingredients as Viagra and Cialis, but in chewable tablets and at a fraction of the cost. You can take them anytime, day or night, so you can plan ahead and be ready wherever you go and the opportunity arises. The process is simple. Man, listen, I had to tell my homie, right? Hits me up. Man, listen, I got this load you did. Yeah, I'm not going to talk to a doctor about it.
Right.
But I need to get the issue fixed.
So you go.
I said, bro, sign up at Blue Chew. You consult with one of their licensed medical providers. Once you're approved, you'll receive your prescription within days. Best part, it's all done online. So no visits to the doctor's office, no awkward conversations, no waiting in the line at the pharmacy. Blue Chew tablets are made right here in the US of A. So guess what? That means they're already ready to go and ship direct to your door in a discreet package. So don't nobody got to know what's going on, dog. You can't.
Black bag.
Yeah, man. So this is the thing. If you could benefit from a little bit of extra confidence when it's time to perform, Blue Chew can help. And we've got a special deal for our listeners today. Try Blue Chew free when you use the promo code Windy City at checkout. Just pay $5 in shipping. That's right. Free, y'all, with the promo code Windy City at BlueChew.com for your first month. Visit BlueChew.com for more details and important safety information. And we thank Blue Chew for sponsoring the show.
Hey, Javier, that's called a sponsor. If you don't like it, I mean, blame them, but they pay us, you don't. At the end of the day, let's go back into some calls real quick. Hey, listen, I'm always for the smoke, baby. Hey, listen, let's go back to some callers, man.
He just finished this so aggressive, bro. Hey, let's get into some callers. We got a bunch of callers on the line, man. Let me get a good one here. I don't want to make it too difficult for these mugs, man.
Vernell, what do I feel about the Bucks not being as dominant as they were last season? I mean, the wolf at the top of the hill was never as hungry as the one climbing it. But I don't know about they don't look as dominant. I think that's cap. The Bucks just suffered. Bobby Portis is a huge energy guy off the bench for him. He didn't play the second half. They lost Chris Middleton before the fourth. I mean, injuries happen. It's part of the game, and a win is a win. But I'm not going to sit here and make it seem as if they're not a dominant team. Like, I was worried about this game the entire time. So, like,
yeah, dog, I never felt great about this game. You know what I'm saying? I never felt like, oh, we got this in the bag, bro. Stop playing with us. We killing this mug out here. Like, it felt the entire time like, hey man, y'all want to make sure y'all get this game. Y'all want to get this together for us, because like even coming down the stretch, it felt like, you know what it is? We've seen the Bulls collapse so many times. It's not them, it's us with the PTSD.
Definitely.
You know what I'm saying? It's us with the PTSD. Let's be real. And let's go out to the line, man. We got Marv on the line. Marv been on hold for a little minute, man. Marv, what's going on with you, brother?
What's going on, fellas?
How you feeling, man?
What up?
You
Bulls with a dub.
Yes, sir. We got us a good one tonight, man. You know, I want to say a couple of things, man. You know, I didn't. I addressed it last game. I mean, the first game. It wasn't the fact that I wasn't worried about this game, but you could tell the Bulls. Remember, I had to pose the question: are the Milwaukee Bucks more worried about us, or the Bulls got more confidence going in the game too? Mm-hmm. And the answer was true. The Bulls had more confidence. Milwaukee knew we were on their ass. Now, for the Bulls to win this one game, you know what this means, guys. Yeah. If we don't lose a home game, we win this series. Y'all know that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. If you don't, now you took one. If you don't lose a home game, you win this series, but you got to win it in 6.
Win. Yes. Well, no. I mean, yeah, you're right. You're right. Because if the last game is
is going to be in Milwaukee.
Right. No. But Billy did a better job tonight. And DeRozan just hit his shots. And basically, the changes they made, they just played the same type of defense. Today, they just hit their shots. They wasn't hitting their shots the other day. And today, they hit their shots. They all played well.
Yeah.
And here's one thing I wanted to address. From game one, guys, I don't know if you guys noticed it, but a couple guys, I believe you said it, Pat, the confidence in Kobe. The Bulls have not been afraid or scared, not 1 second in the series.
No.
They have been the most posed club. Even when in the loss, they didn't cry, but they knew they played well, and they came out today and showed that they can play poised. I mean, with DeMar doing this with all the criticism is a big thing to me, guys. I mean, I don't know if this is, maybe you guys can check and see if this is high for a playoff game. I don't know if it is. Pretty sure it's close to it, but he needed this.
This is his high.
He needed this.
But yeah, it was definitely a good game for him.
He needed this, though. For all the, I don't know if you guys noticed this. First game, he was nervous, guys. You see, DeMar don't miss far right, far left. He usually don't even hit the damn rim. He was more on today. They played a good game. Overall, all the way through, even Io getting extra minutes. Pat had it, like Pete Kidd said, Pat had a great game today. He might not have showed up heavy in the scoring, but his defense and rebounds is big for the Bulls, guys. And what you guys think? Can we win this series, or we just hold up? Now I'm gonna say this too, guys. I never said the Bulls are gonna get swept, and I heard a whole lot of people say they was gonna get swept. I ain't gonna call no names, but how many games you guys think the Bulls can win now?
Hey! It's not you, kid. It's not you. I ain't gonna lie to you. The person that said we was gonna get swept conveniently decided to duck out for this post game show. I'm not gonna lie
to you. So he ducking the smoke, huh?
As far as I can tell right now, by the way, Marv, I think that is DeMar DeRozan's playoff career high, 41. That is correct. Before that, it was 37. So yeah, no, I definitely think the Bulls.
But is that big for him, Pat? Is that big for DeMar? Huh?
I mean, listen, it's the first round. DeMar wasn't getting beat in the first round. DeMar was getting beat in the Eastern Conference Finals by LeBron James, right? But it's at a minimum in this series, it gets the monkey off of your back as you're starting things off here. And I think the biggest monkey that the Bulls got off their back is they finally beat one of those top teams that everybody said they can't beat these teams. They don't have the ability to beat these teams. They're not going to win a game because they can't beat these teams. So I think that's the biggest thing. That heading into game 3, you have that confidence already that you can beat these teams. But Mar, we got you here, man. You had one shot at it already. I'm gonna give you another shot to qualify.
I had a shot. I don't mind giving it up. You can give it to another. You can try somebody else.
Oh no, you all good. You here? You was the next caller. So hey, first come, first serve.
What we got?
Here you go, Marv. This is for all the marbles. Well, not really. This is to get you into the contest.
Don't make it too easy. Like, who was the youngest rookie ever? Don't do that.
Hey, listen. Them questions apparently ain't easy no more because I thought the Ben Gordon question was the easiest question I've gave, and it took 3 people. So here we go, Marv. What current NBA head coach, because we're talking about winning right now, what current NBA head coach hit the game-winning shot for the Chicago Bulls in the 1997 finals?
Steve Kerr.
Boom! Marv's in the hopper.
Let's go.
Big love for Marv, man. Big love for Marv. Appreciate that. Hold up. We got to get a... There you go, Marv. You in the hopper, man. Shout out to you, man. Appreciate you always supporting the show, man. Appreciate the call in, man.
One more thing before you go.
What you got, man?
Ringo gone.
Ringo's gone. Ringo dipped out.
Okay, so the last thing I'm going to say is this, guys. All I want to say is this. Good job for the Bulls and all the fans out there.
Right.
I know y'all seen us playing bad down the stretch. But if you watch game 1, that was the team that started the season, guys. This tonight was the team that started the season. If you guys notice, you see the half-court pass from Caruso. That was Lonzo Ball, guys. Running, getting out, playing defense, being active, hitting their shot.
Yeah.
The Bulls shot 48% from the field tonight and 49% from 3. That's unheard of in the last 15 games, guys.
Yeah.
The Bulls are uptrending right now. We're going home. They need us behind them. Let's go.
Let's go. See Red, appreciate the love as always, Marv. Stay safe out there in Dallas, man.
Facts.
All right. Take care, guys.
Be smooth, bro.
Let's keep it going. Which caller we going to make it next, right? We got to do something for Debo. Debo, number 11. The number 11 caller. The number 11 caller.
11 caller.
We'll get the next shot at it, right? The number 11 caller. So call into the show now. 855-908-5668. 855-908-5668. Let's keep it going to the phones, man. We got Robert Schwartz on the line. Robert, what's good?
What's good, guys?
How you feeling, man?
I'm feeling fantastic. We can finally beat these dang Bucks.
Yep. And
I've been watching the TNT crew. Charles Barkley said that we're going to get swept.
Nope.
The Rose is like, okay, I'm not going to have an off-game shooting. He went out there balling. The whole team balled. That's what you're going to have to do to beat Giannis. And the rest got to start making some calls on Giannis. You see a guy that's he's using his elbow, and Pete Will is not flopping, but he's on the floor. Come on, you got to call it. I don't give a care if he's an MVP or stuff like that.
Yeah. I mean, it sucks, right? Because there's some calls that you can clearly see, like, hey, yeah, that's the NBA champ. You gonna get that. And the hard part is, right, you gotta look at it and you gotta remember what we was living off of, dog. Because I'm telling y'all, when you go watch some of them Jordan highlights, there's some where Jordan's getting his butt kicked. Then there's some other ones where you like, hey, a ghost must have fouled him.
Right.
I like the three keys I had to this game was they show me in this game. Pass the ball around.
Yep.
Relax your shots. If you're going to shoot the 3, I want you guys to get your rebound. That's the only thing I have a problem with. When they're shooting 3s, they're trying to get back on defense. Okay, no, you're going to punch these guys in the mouth. You're going to have to out rebound them.
Yeah.
That's and with Bobby Portis being out and Chris Middleton, I think Milwaukee's going to be pretty scared now because they don't have that go-to guy to, okay, I'm not shooting today. Well, I'm going to pass it to Chris Middleton. He's going to be on fire.
Yeah.
That's a sprained MCL. That's bad.
Hey.
And Bobby Portis with his eye, that's bad too.
Yeah.
There's blood coming out.
We definitely Bobby's probably, I'm gonna be honest with y'all. Like everybody worried about Bobby. And appreciate the call as always, Robert. Appreciate you for tuning in and rocking with us, showing love, man. Stay safe out there, all right, Rob?
Oh yeah.
Hey, AD.
What's up?
I got a bonus question.
Okay.
I got a bonus question.
Hey, is it a better trivia question?
It's a hard question.
It's a hard question. All right, we ain't gonna do it for the trivia.
It's a hard question. And I'm willing to put up. I like the fitteds. I like the new fitteds the Bulls got. So
Yeah.
I'm invested in the fitteds. So I think that's what I'm gonna be giving away. But AD, how many top NBA 75 players did Michael Jordan play with?
How many did he play with?
75. No, 70.
I said that. So the NBA 75, the top 75 players.
Well, I'm trying to think. The only ones he wouldn't have played with would have been Damian Lillard
on his
Kevin
team.
Durant.
How many on his team have you played with?
Oh, 2. No, yeah, 2.
On this team?
Well, he played with Iceman, so 3. That's it, right?
Nope.
I said,
how many has he played with?
Yep.
Out of the 75, correct?
Yep.
50.
Go big or go home.
What, dog?
Hey, listen, you came with a random question out of nowhere. We like, what?
Wait. How many?
Oh. Are we counting Dream Team or are we just counting the
We're
Bulls?
not counting the Dream Team. That would have been a nice one, though. We're not counting the Dream. I'm not
I was
going to
say, no, you a hoe if you count the Dream Team.
Why gotta be a hoe? God dang.
I gotta be a hoe.
I'm going to give you a break. It's 4.
4? Dang. Overshot that
Who?
just by a bit.
Scotty?
Robert Parrish.
I forgot about Parrish. Parrish is
Played
the one I
with?
forgot about. Yeah.
Oh,
They was I knew he played with Iceman. Iceman was here like, the Bulls been doing this forever. Iceman was here when he was 100.
Okay. Oh, definitely. Okay, you meant on the team with. I thought you meant play with in general.
I thought, yeah, that's what
Like,
I thought
in
you
the
was going
league.
with. Like, I was like, all right. Well, when I said my number, I was like, I
It's
know I'm close,
technically
but I forgot
more.
Parrish.
I thought you meant his peers.
It's technically more, but I figured if I went deeper with that, it'd be too hard of a question.
Yeah, that was a hard question. Smack. Let's head out the mall out in the 219, man. Make sure you call in, man. We waiting for caller 11 right now. When we get caller 11 on the screen, we're gonna hit you up, man. Let's go out the mall. He's out in the 219. Mall, what's good?
Yo, what's good, fellas?
Hey,
You know, I
Mall,
gotta
too
come
hype.
and
Mall,
say
hold
it.
on. Mall, you came in excited.
Hey, you know what I gotta say it. That's how you play. But no, that's how you play.
Absolutely.
Man, look, this game, first off, let's give a shout out to the players, okay? From now on, Bucci is Bucci 2 times. Say it 2 times. Bucci 2 times.
Say it 2 times. I ain't mad at that one, Mall. We might keep that one around.
Clap it up.
Hey, I got to give a shout out to Beyond the Storm on that one. He made that one up. And then DeMar DeFrozen became DeMar the Goatson tonight, okay? Flight 8 had no turbulence tonight, all right? Flight 8 had smooth sails, smooth flying, no turbulence tonight. And P. Will, look, this is the game. And again, with everybody knows I'm a big P. Will fan. I love P. Will. I think he's a special player and things like that. But, you know, it's always the question about his aggression. Tonight, he came out more aggressive in terms of scoring. And again, he only gave you 10 points. It's not like he was dropping 30 on them. But it was, you didn't just hover around the corner and just wait there and everything for somebody to pass you the ball. You know, he took advantage of the shots that he had. He missed 2 threes, but oh well. You know what? I want you to make those threes. Like, get better than making those threes. But you took the shots with confidence and things like that. He drove to the basket. He had a nice little layup, right? You know, that one little layup where he stepped and flipped it in off the finger roll was a beautiful layup and things like that. And then rebounding and defense-wise, the only thing I would say about his defense is when you're guarding Giannis, you got to guard pick him up early. You know, you got to get up under him like they do with KD and all that, because you got to be like a tree. You can't just keep bagging up with him and give him that head of steam. He got to get up under him. That's what Alex Caruso was doing against Giannis. He was all up under it. Alex Caruso could probably tell what Giannis had for breakfast that morning.
Yeah.
You feel me? So that's the only thing I need people to do. When you go out and Giannis, get up under him. Like, don't be afraid to touch that man and everything like that. But, you know, other than that, look, the Bucks made a run. I knew they were going to make a run. I hated the fact that they made a run. I would have loved to have us win by 18 points.
Yeah.
But they're the defending champs for a reason. They're going to make a run. And when you really look at it, the thing that kept them in this game, that almost won them this game, was free throws. They shot like 30 free throws to our 15. Giannis himself attempted more free throws than our whole team did, you know? So that's what really kept them in the game. Hell, they tried to give these dudes 2 free throws at the end of it. The game was basically over, and they still trying to give them free throws, you know? So
Hey, Kid said that was a money line move. Kid said that was a money line move.
Oh God, it was.
Doing it for the parlays.
I feel you, but other than that, I'm just happy we got the win. That was a good win. Like they always say in basketball, the series don't start until somebody wins an away game. When we won an away game, and now we go back to the United Center where you got home court advantage, and the United Center is gonna be booming for you. So you just touched the defending champions in the mouth. In the first game, you kind of like gave them a nice little, jabs and everything like that. This was a real good punch in the mouth.
Yeah.
So expect for them to respond. They're champions for a reason. Any fan out there that's mad that we blew an 18-point lead, get over yourself. We weren't going to keep that lead. Like, they were going to make, like PK said, they were going to make it one that they would do for. So it just is what it is. Just be happy we got the dub. Let's go into game 3 and see what we do. And hey, I called in on Locked On Boys and said boys and 7. I'm sticking by it, man. It's with a grain of salt, but I'm riding with my team to the end.
Hey, we definitely gonna get into it, man. We definitely gonna get into it on Locked On, and I appreciate the love as always, Maul. Stay safe out there, all right, my boy?
Maul. Appreciate you.
I'm going to order some blue chews, and then I'm going to sleep.
Hey, let's go. Make sure you use that promo code Windy City for that first month off, man.
Don't hurt him out there, my man. Don't hurt him. Oh man.
Boy, it's gonna be more than one win tonight, boy.
Hey.
Better get it, brother. Better get it.
That's hilarious, bro. He said, I'm going to order some blue chew and I'm going to wait, didn't he say he going to bed though?
I mean, they not gonna unless he overnight him. Is he overnight? Is he overnight the Johns? Like
oh, well, that's true. You gotta wait for him to get there, I guess.
He
He gonna order them now, and then when they get there.
But I'm down to donate some MJ cards that are probably older than you.
What?
Huh.
What?
Dog, I was reading out loud, dog. Don't worry about me.
Dang, dog. You be confusing them because you be squinting hard, so then I just think it's smoke, so then I run to the chat. They be like, who's got the smoke in here, man?
Dog, ain't nobody got no smoke in these chats.
Hey, they be coming with smoke in the chat, but who was buddy that I roasted tonight? That was hilarious. I ain't gonna lie to you. I came to 3.
Lucas.
I came to 3. I came with 3 good bars on that one. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Hey, I'm gonna tell you this right now. Lucas probably still feeling the effects of finding out his mom has an OnlyFans.
Oh, that's tough out here. Mom!
Dog, you realize that's gonna be a legit comeback for people in school in like 10 years?
Hey,
Like, that's why people are beating off to your mom. Like,
hey, forget a legit comeback, dog. That's gonna be a comeback that's actually gonna hurt because it's just gonna be so true.
Hey man.
Hey, but
hey,
here's
Ray,
the thing.
email us, man. We would love to talk about those cards, bro. Email us. I'm gonna put
Hey.
the email up here.
Hey, here's the thing as well, though. Are you gonna be able to talk trash because they be bringing in the racks? Like you can talk trash, right? I feel like the insult is gonna be your mom got an OnlyFans and she just showing stuff. She ain't even making no money. That's gonna be the dig, right? Because Muzz really out here getting to the bag out here.
Why your mama OnlyFans only $2? Why it's only $2?
Your mom
Hey
ain't
man,
gotta
listen.
put in.
I don't care how much money you bring in for
Why
it.
it's only $2?
That don't have. We're gonna get a whole morality thing right there. Like realistically, we don't care how much money you bring in from it. You still for the community. Like it don't matter. Like you for the streets now. I don't care. You just a rich woman for the streets now. Like, that's all it is. Enjoy it.
Oh man, let's get
this
last one in, and then I want to hear from one of the players as well on the post, and then we're gonna get up out of here, man. We do got our caller number 11 in here on the screen. Let's go to Mike out in the 773. Mike, what's going on?
Let's go.
Yo.
Big Dub.
Let's go. Look, I usually call in. Well, it's been a minute, but I usually say trade P Kid, keep Kobe White, but I'm retiring that tonight, man. I got to retire. I was so happy when he got out the game, man. But I got a couple little points I'm want to talk about, then I'm gonna get out our way, man. I'm gonna get out our way. All right, so the first thing, I feel like one of the key adjustments we made this game was we started to double Giannis on the drive instead of the catch. I feel like that made a huge difference in our defense. Like we was able to react a little better. And I don't know, I just feel like that made a huge difference. Something subtle, but I feel like it kind of changed the outlook of the game. The next thing, I feel like DeMar, he really didn't force it tonight. I would like to see us, pass the ball, trust the pass a little more. But because, when they blitz at him, Vooch is open every time. So I would like to see us, trust the pass a little more. And then, I still want to see a little more from Zach. Like, I know he was efficient tonight, but in the clutch, I feel like, these games 3 and 4, they're going to make that adjustment to get the ball out of DeMar's hands. But we got to be ready with Zach, play for him or something. He got to be a little more active in the fourth. But other than that, man, shout out Bucci Man LaFleur. I heard the Bucci 2 times ahead with Bucci Man LaFleur. He came to play tonight, and shit, it was a good win.
Big fan.
For sure. Hey, man, since you called in, man, you were calling number 11 on the docket, my boy.
Sure.
We get the qualify.
I need
Since you wanted to trade me for Kobe White.
Hey, listen. Hey, yeah, you do. I should give you a hard one because you wanted to trade P. Kid for Kobe and keep Kobe White. I should give you
Kobe
the
White
tough
gave you a nice 10 minutes and 2 turnovers, my boy.
He said it's retired now, so it's good. Hey, listen.
Oh, okay.
We giving only dub questions tonight.
No.
Only questions about a win tonight, my boy. Question on the docket for you.
Let's do it.
Versus what championship team? Seeing as how we just beat the NBA champ, you see how I worked that in?
Right.
Did Derrick Rose hit his game winner against? In the playoffs.
Did Derrick Rose
hit his playoff game winner against?
That's the Cavs.
Boom! He's in the hopper. We got to put Mike in the hopper. Hold on. Let me hit him with the.
Let's go.
That's actually a trick question.
Y'all made my night.
Hey, Mike, we got you in the hopper, man. We got your name in there. We got, how many names? We got 2, 4, 6. We got 6 names. Appreciate you for calling in as always, Mike. Stay safe out there, man.
For sure.
All right, peace.
Man. Keep doing y'all thing.
For sure.
Y'all want to know why it's a trick question?
Because I hadn't won the championship yet.
For a second.
It's also a trick question because he did it more than once. So what was the other team?
Miami, right?
Nope.
Or Boston.
He got it.
I said in the playoffs.
Lakers 2 against Kobe. Oh, I remember the Lakers on.
I didn't hit the playoffs. I thought you said just hit a game winner.
No. Okay. Derrick Rose got a bunch of game winners.
Yeah.
No, I said in the playoffs.
Lakers on Christmas was good.
Don't he got a game winner against the Miami Heat?
I thought he gamed Miami one time for the fun time.
When?
We
only beat them once. We only beat them once in the whole series.
Never mind. We ain't got no game winners against them.
Hey, we only won one game. That's
Where he hit his chest. That was New York.
That's New. I forget.
No, that was the Bucks. He did it.
That was the Bucks one, wasn't it? That was the one he hit it over BJ.
Okay, when he was pounding.
That was when he hit it over BJ. It was the only time he ever showed emotion because the one he hit over Cleveland, that was.
Right.
He was like, what's the one on Super Hot Fire Spitter? You just jump in. And everybody else around you losing their mind.
Yeah, that one where he beating his chest, that was the first time he was like.
Oh, man. That was funny, dog. I ain't going to lie to you. I felt like that was a good question. You know what I'm saying? I felt like that one fit the moment right there. We had Vucci at the podium. We're going to close it out about. Oh, hold on. Let me mute this as well. Here we go. Okay. All right. Never mind. I was like, hold on. We got Vucci at the podium. We're going to go here. Because we really want to hear from the man, the myth, the legend. So we got Debo and Caruso at the podium. We're going to close it out on that one.
He talked to us like that all day.
Let me share it here.
Yes. Alex, you talked to Billy about the investigation. Like you guys had said there were a couple tweets and concepts were added, not much. But to have a game plan and to execute it are two different things.
You look like you work in a steel factory.
The last, 5-6 weeks with this team. What do you think has been different? And why do you think the communication on defense looked so good tonight as far as guys understanding where their team
like his mom makes good spaghetti.
Depending on a string and really making
spaghetti.
every possession kind of tough for them.
Yeah, I'm not sure towards the end of the season, we had a long season. We had a lot of adversity. There's almost a little bit of like,
what we need to do is put our money in savings
already.
bonds.
We were kind of in a hole, but we got our spirit back. We talked to each other about the opportunity we had in front of us. I think I said it the other day in media at our practice facility. It's the playoffs. You got to get up, play for the playoffs, and you probably shouldn't play. It just comes with the territory. You're playing to win, so you're going to do the things it takes to win.
Did you get the feeling? Can you tell that the engagement in defense?
Hey, why they both look like that?
You saw when you were injured from the sideline and what you saw late in the season.
They trying to get back this 45 minutes home, dog. Like, let us go.
Hey, they definitely look like. What's the matter, dog? You embarrassed? This guy's a gangster. His real name is Clarence. Let's keep it going.
I do have a stupid friend named Tanner Bob that shot himself in his leg with his own gun, and I did get jumped by all 6 of you chumps.
You don't have a chance against these guys. We don't play defense, and I think we've done a decent job first two games.
Debo in the do-rag sitting next to him, though. That's really selling it.
Same thing with this playoffs. You got to go out there and execute and do your job.
Billy was always talking about moving on to the next day. So it looks like you guys do on the dash. How important was that? I see that.
Yeah, that's something I've just tried to be a leader in that aspect, just because it's something that I have done, over the course of my career, since I was a kid, be able to move on to the next play. So the team is adapted to that and adopted that mindset, and you have to, sometimes you get a bad call, turnover that is miscommunication. Like, you can't do anything to fix it. You got to go to the next play.
Along those lines, for either one of you, how big was that third quarter response by you guys when they made that run that you guys, it was big. We talked about it at halftime. Just not coming out in the second half, lackadaisical, understanding they was going to make a push. They was going to come out and be aggressive on both ends, and we was ready for it. We had a lot of games this year where we came out in third quarter and kind of laid an egg. This time around, we just trying to understand the moment. We challenge one another to go out there in the third quarter and be ready.
Tamar, you sat here the other night and said, I guarantee I'm not going to shoot 6 for 25 again. You didn't. Why not?
He's good.
What do you say?
Okay.
We laughing, but we don't know what he said.
Wow, he said he's good.
You
God's
look
good.
where you're
Everybody's
actually,
good.
Even attacking Giannis off the dribble in the mid-range to take him to the third quarter there. What was kind of your mindset tonight offensively?
I looked at all my missed shots from game one, and most of them shots, my shots. I was in here last night shooting, just getting my rhythm. It just got to my spots, and just understanding. I never let a miss, deter me from taking my next jump shot and not being aggressive. I just knew, I just knew it wasn't gonna happen.
Does it take any connections to get in here at night, or?
You said I needed some connection. I snuck in, so yeah, I just snuck in through the back and got some shots up.
We know you shoot a lot.
You know where the lights are? How to turn
It was
the lights
already on. They just went off when I left. So.
Why y'all struggled so much against the Bucks during the
I don't think he was joking.
last 2 games?
Right.
I don't think he was joking.
Having a competitive game the other night, and then
that one I'm just playing now,
It's the
though. That's
playoffs.
real.
It was the lights that made it real.
It don't matter what you did. And
Hey, I'm from Chicago. Now we break in some spots like this.
brand new start, brand new mindset. You
Right,
can
this is
see it
according to lights on.
and all the guys.
Y'all
And,
lacking.
it don't matter if we lost 20 times to those guys. This is a new opportunity for us to go out there and compete, and we got to take advantage of it.
You guys have both been through a ton of playoff battles. What does this win mean to the series? What does it mean in the big picture?
Go to game 3. We got to win 3 more times. They got to try and win 3 more times. There's nothing to it. I think a lot more games to play.
Thank
Going
you.
back to that third quarter.
Into Chicago we go.
You said it.
How would it say it?
Actually, AC said it. Halftime, just be prepared when they do make a run and the crowd get involved. Just be prepared for it. But that's a good team. They was going to make a run. It was all about how we respond once we get hit. So we talked about it before, and that huddle was just, reiterating, the conversation we had at halftime. Just stay calm. That's their run. How we going to respond from it from there?
Well, we know you do shoot a lot, like just in general, but you say flashing all your shots coming back after the game last night, or the comeback last night. Like, how usual for that? Is that for you for a playoff
All the time.
performance or
All the time. Since I've been in the playoffs, I do it all the time. Whenever I get a chance, pretty sure I go shoot at the United Center tomorrow night. So,
Back to your team defense, can I ask about the priority going?
Boy, why they
with
bring
the
Alex out here
Bucks
like Muzz was
playoffs,
finna
but
talk to
they
him?
forced 21 turnovers.
They did. They spent a good 2 minutes talking to that man.
I thought they talked
wearing them down.
to
Or is it
Alex a
physical? Like,
lot
what's the
more
biggest
than
difference, do you think,
D-Ro.
that you played defense good in 2 games, so.
Yeah, I think it's accepting the challenge.
Man, that question was to Alex. My
Champions,
bad.
they got multiple-time MVP. Drew Holiday's a underappreciated guard in this league. Really good player. Chris Middleton, multiple-time All-Star now. Like, there's a reason they won a title. They got a good team. So for us, it's about trying to match the physicality. Trying to bring the young guys, first-time playoff guys, into it. I thought they did a good job these first 2 games of matching the physicality, not looking for calls, not worrying about stuff. Yeah, it's just about competing. We talked about it a little earlier. It's the playoffs.
100%, bro.
There's no
tell
tomorrow.
for sure.
You got to be present and show up for what you got to do tonight.
But Hud just said that he suffered an MCL sprain. What was that reaction to that? Would be thinking in the series?
Yeah, you never like to see guys get hurt, especially Chris. I got a good relationship with him. Being Aggies and back a couple of years, you never like to see guys get hurt. I don't know. We're gonna have to see. I'm sure Drew and Giannis will get a little more action. Maybe a little more usage, but their role guys are going to step up. So we just got to be ready for some guys to be aggressive that maybe weren't as aggressive the first 2 games.
Last one, we're up against last time today.
Okay, last one. Demar, Alex had some fun when you just said he's good, talking about you on offense. So I'm going to give you an opportunity to talk about him on defense, because he had that one sequence where I think he was on Middleton. He switched over and blocked roll play shot behind. He draws Giannis's charge at the end there, and that last sequence. It seems like Alex was all over the place defensively. What did he bring to you?
He's the anchor to our defense. Bringing the intensity, being vocal. I think I told him not too long ago. I lean off him for his energy defensively. Just
they still don't want to be there.
He's a leader when it comes.
Hey,
comes
bro,
to that.
look at Caruso's face.
I think it's just that
even
being
if you're
not
not
close
talking
to
to me
Chicago, like
directly,
you an
me
hour
just
and a half.
speaking, it's a lot that I take from
You're
him.
an hour and a
You
half.
ain't
I take on
driving.
that challenge, especially when
But
you
so
see him
it's like
going
I
out
got to sit
there
on the bus.
competing against
They
whoever
might.
it is. It's Giannis, Drew, whoever it is. You want to match that same intensity.
It's
as
gonna
him.
take you longer to go through the airport and load the bags up than to just drive.
Thank you guys. Thanks, man.
That was Caruso and Debo. I like what they said there, man. I like how he said he relies on. Yeah, I'm saying a lot of those guys for the defensive intensity. I would like him to bring his own defensive intensity on night in, night out. But I think that it was good to see him, kind of open up about that. And man, listen, the intensity's there. They set the tone. Bulls got a dub. We'll be live for Game 3 Friday. Make sure y'all tune in and rock with us on that. It looks like we are above 12-8 at the moment, so we should be qualifying 2 more people for the Hopper. We almost to 13K. We're going to be giving that jersey away at 13K. Appreciate y'all for showing that love as always, man. Make sure y'all hit that like button, subscribe to the page. So we do talk Chicago sports daily on this channel. Also, if y'all rock with content like this, man, tune in for the Daily Show Monday through Friday from 11 to 1. We'll be live tomorrow at 11 p.m. breaking down what we saw from our Bulls. Hey, yo, for the pettiest man alive and Mr. 2 Letters, if you knew better, you would do better. It's your boy, Pat the Designer, back at it again. Y'all stay safe out there, Chicago. See Red Nation. Peace.